So, again, a lot of people want to sit here and talk about the active Army, joining that, or the National Guard, but they always forget about the other reserve component, the Army Reserve. So, we're going to talk about that today. So the Army Reserve has been around for 115 years. And I never understood why people don't consider it. They always sit here and consider the National Guard. There is another reserve component. That is the Army Reserve. So why not choose it? I've done it, my wife's done it, and many other people before you have done it. Years ago, an Army Reserve recruiter told me, would you ever buy a vehicle without test driving it first? That made me think, maybe the reserve is kind of like that. I enjoyed my time. My wife enjoyed her time in the reserve. But not a lot of people know about the reserve. In an era of great power competition, the Army needs forces able to compete with adversaries, respond to crises, win in conflict, and prepare for the future. To accomplish this mission, the Army needs a dedicated Federal Reserve Force that is ready today and prepared to meet the challenges of tomorrow. That force is the United States Army Reserve. The Army Reserve is ready now, providing soldiers and units to combat commanders, enabling competition around the globe, supporting civilian authorities in homeland, and conducting the foundational training required to win in great power conflict. Nearly 190,000 Army Reserve soldiers and 11,000 civilians are present in all 50 states, 5 U.S. territories, and deployed in 23 countries around the world. The Army Reserve contains nearly half of the Army's maneuver support and a quarter of its force mobilization capacity at only 6% of the total Army's budget. The Joint Force cannot deploy, fight, and win without the Army Reserve. The Army provides a bulk of the sustainment and enabling forces to other services, and most of these enabling forces reside in the Army Reserve. So if you get what I'm saying, the Army Reserve is a vital component to all Department of Defense branches. Just saying. Okay, the Army Reserve has 21 functional commands. Here's a list. Check it out. We have medical, signal, engineering, civil affairs, legal, aviation. It's just some to name. As you can see, there are numerous ways to serve in the Army Reserve. I will tell you, we do have one combat infantry unit in the reserve, and it's located in Hawaii. Don't ask me how to get in that unit, because I honestly do not know. Let's jump right into who is the Army Reserve for. It is all what matters most to you. No matter how you prioritize your family, education, civilian career, and personal goals, the Army Reserve lets you serve close to home and continue pursuing what you love. The Army Reserve is meant for everyone, no matter what your background is. Like I said before, no matter how you prioritize your life, the Army Reserve can offer you a way to enhance those priorities. Let me explain. If your priority is family, the Army Reserve will place you close to home, typically no more than 50 miles. But with your consent and agreement, we can find you a unit that may be further away. Okay, small break. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'm getting better at posting every week, so come back and hear more about benefits the Army has to offer you. Okay, hold on, time out, 1 second. Hey. It worked. Okay, one thing I heard the most while in recruiting was applicants telling me that they need to figure out a way how they would pay for medical care for their family. Well, guess what? I got a program for you. It's called the United States Army Reserve, and they will provide that for you. Through TRICARE Reserve Select, you and your families will get the same coverage as someone who lives on an Army base at an extremely low cost of, you wait for it, $239.69. Compared to the average cost in the Affordable Care Act marketplace of about $928. So, keep that in mind. Another great advantage that will protect you and your family is what's called the Service Members Group Life Insurance, or SGLI for short. This is a $500,000 life insurance policy. Yes, you heard me correctly. $500,000. What will this cost you? Measly $31 a month, and you don't have to worry about paying it every single month because the Army's going to automatically take it out of your paycheck. Let's talk about the priority in education. We all basically know that there are many ways to pay for schooling. Scholarships, loans, paying out of pocket. Well, for me, being in debt and taking forever to pay back those loans was never an option for me. Paying out of pocket, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. That's definitely out of the question. I'll spend my money elsewhere, or in other ways. Scholarships, well, I never knew much about them when I was in high school, so let's just say that was a failure on my high school career counselor's part. Not name dropping anybody. Some ways the Army Reserve can help you pay for your education is through tuition assistance. This is a $250 per semester hour, capping out at $4,000 a year. Trust me, this is more than enough to pay for your schooling. I got my degree solely off of tuition assistance alone. There is also the Montgomery GI Bill Selected Reserve. This program offers up to 36 months of education, training, and trading benefits. Now, you are required to serve 6 years in the Army Reserve, but in return, you'll get $439 per month paid directly to you. Now, once again, in a later video, I'll go more in depth on the education benefits that the Army Reserve has to offer you. Lastly, I'm going to lump in priority of career and personal goals. The Army Reserve will enhance your chances of getting promoted, get a better paying career, or will work with you while you get called to serve. So let me explain. Joining the United States Army Reserve, you will go through numerous leadership courses, equal opportunity courses, and sexual harassment and response courses. All these courses are free to you, which most civilians would have to actually pay for out of their own pocket. Sometimes their company does it, but have the Army pay for it. These certificates the Army offers will be great on your resume and or will allow you to apply for higher paying careers or different positions. Now, your personal goals could be anything. Getting famous, having a stable career, buying your first home, or starting your own business. The Army Reserve can provide that for you through networking, veteran preferences, VA home loans, VA small business help, and so forth. So why not get a leg up on your competition? There are numerous ways to succeed in the Army Reserve. All you must do is seek it out. So what's stopping you? It never stopped me. That's why I've been doing this for a while. But I'm not in the reserves. I'm active duty, but I was in the reserve for 1 year. Anyways, I digress. If you stuck around to the end, I have a hidden gem for you. The Army Reserve offers a position known as AGR, Active Guard Reserve. You receive full pay medical care for you and your family, and the opportunity to retire after 20 years of active service. The Active Guard Reserve program allows you to still serve full-time in the Army, but you live closer to home. This program is a must-apply-for position. So you have to apply for it through your unit. It doesn't just not off the street and then bam, you go into the AGR program. No, prove yourself to your unit, and then switch over to AGR. And then you're good to go. You're active duty while still living at home. It's a win-win. I know a lot of AGR people who love their position. Anyways, until next time, my friends, stay classy. Okay, bye.